Hello and welcome once again to another episode of Stefan's Kitchen. I'm going back to some more of the recipes that I did for Christmas. With this one, I took a little bit of a different approach. Just out of curiosity, I wanted to see how basically how an aerosol can of whipped cream would work versus a container or tub of Cool Whip whipped cream. Because for this recipe you need whipped cream, and I've never used one over the other before. It's usually Cool Whip. Alright, so without further ado, we're actually making a no-bake cheesecake today. Now, you can put anything you want on top of this sucker. I mean, if you like cherry, you like bake apple, cloudberry, you like raspberry, you like grape, blueberry, I don't care what you like. You can put anything you want on this no-bake cheesecake. I'm using a simple can of strawberry rhubarb pie filling. And that's what I usually do for almost all my no-bake cheesecakes. It's just so much easier that way. So, first things first, let's start out by gathering up our ingredients. I have a bowl, I have graham wafer crumbs, and I have some butter, melted butter actually, and sugar. That's what we're going to use for our base, a graham wafer crumb base. Don't get graham wafer cookies and try to smash them up yourself. Can it taste better? Probably a little bit, but it's not necessary. To begin with, we're going to take 1 3/4 cups of graham wafer crumbs with a 1/4 cup of sugar and 2 or 3 tablespoons of butter. If you're using margarine, I like to use a little bit more. That's why I said 2 or 3. If I'm using regular butter, 2 is fine. If I'm using margarine, I like to use 3 just because it'll have a little bit more hold that way. And it won't stick to the bottom of your casserole dish once you apply it to the bottom as well. Now, you can also use about 2 cups of graham wafer crumbs if you think that you might have added in too much butter. Just add in the extra, 1/4 cup of graham wafer crumbs and you'll be fine. Once you get that done, mix it all up, press it into the bottom of your casserole dish. Because of that butter or margarine that you used, it's not going to stick. That's the nice thing about that. So next, we're going to take 1 package of cream cheese. Yes, 1 brick. And we're going to add in some icing sugar. How much? We're going to use a 1/4 cup of icing sugar. Because for every... There we go. For every brick of cream cheese, we usually use about a 1/4 cup of sugar. For the no-bake cheesecake, I use the icing sugar because it kind of blends in a little bit better. It doesn't stay gritty like regular sugar will. If you use regular sugar, I can almost guarantee you will taste it and feel it while you're eating it, because it will stay gritty and hard because it's not melting, it's not baking. So, anyways, this is what I was talking about before. Real whipped cream, the aerosol can. Never tried this. I'm not suggesting anyone else try it. I'm actually suggesting go get yourself, as what the recipe suggests, go get yourself a container of Cool Whip whipped cream. It's going to do you wonders. It's going to work out fine. You don't have to worry about it too much. This was, again, all just curiosity for me. I didn't have Cool Whip in the house, but I did have a can of aerosols. So, yeah, and all you want to do then is blend that cream cheese. Like, first you want to cream the cream cheese down so it's almost very smooth with the icing sugar. Then you add in your whipped cream. And as you can see here, the consistency is a little weird. It almost looks like marshmallow fluff, which is, fine and all, but that's not usually the consistency you're looking for when you're making a no-bake cheesecake. And here is the can of strawberry rhubarb topping that I was talking about, the pie filling. Now, once you have poured all of your cream cheese mixture over your graham wafer, you pour all of your pie filling over. If you want to, you can cool it or freeze it so that it's easier to move the pie filling over the top. And that's what I usually do. I usually just freeze it a little bit, and as soon as it gets kind of hard, you can put on that pie filling. It won't actually mush it around or anything like that. It'll stay fairly solid. And then I return to the freezer again to refreeze until, well, it's ready to eat, more or less, at least an hour. Now, you don't have to serve it frozen by any means. You can have it fresh. And a lot of people tend to just put it in the fridge and let it set that way as well. Totally up to you. This is a very easy, laid-back recipe. Nothing too difficult. Anyone should be able to do this. I think you'll actually enjoy. As you can see here, it worked out pretty good. Again, this is frozen because, like I said, I didn't want it to be all goopy and weird, because I'm pretty sure the aerosol can whipped cream doesn't stand up like the Cool Whip does. So, anyways, thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. Let me know if you've tried out this recipe. What kind did you make? Let me know in the comments down below. And, well, if you want to see anything else, again, let me know in the comments. Love you. Bye-bye.